Okay, hello.
Oh Lord,
Hello, people.
good afternoon.
You know what I'm going to do with this banner? There's certain things I'm going to take off of here. And one of them is that one. No, we can just, yeah, there. That's clearer. All right, there we are. I like that better.
Here we go.
So, hello, everyone.
Hi, hi.
It's Scott and Scott from Spiritual Essence. And I highly recommend you follow him. And if you're not already, you really should be, and you ought to be ashamed. But anyway,
Oh,
but anyway, uh, thank you. I decided to do that. Sometimes it hangs in the way, and I decided to do my hair a little different today. Thank you. And let's see, I'm just going to try to get straight into it to be rather matter of fact. Today we're going to be focusing on true crime. And especially we're going to kick it off with a look at, and then we'll take your questions, of course. Hello, Chromatica's Rebel. But we want to take a look at the case of the Springfield Three out of Springfield, Missouri. Now, I don't know, some of you may know that originally I'm from Missouri. Now, I'm not from Springfield, that's more the southern end. But um, yeah, I was born in Missouri. So this case um, has always intrigued me and kind of stuck with me, and as a mother, really bothered me. I don't know, a lot of you guys are probably aware of that case, but I'll just try to give you a really quick kind of summarization background. It took place in the 80s. There was Sharon and Susie, a mother and daughter, that were living together. And it was toward, I believe, like summertime. There was a party, graduation, this kind of thing. And at the end of the day, unfortunately, the three of them get abducted, and no one ever finds out who's done what or their remains or anything. So I just wanted for us to start just by looking at this case, and Scott's just looking at some of the details to the basic information.
Refresh my memory. I did do a reading last year.
Yeah, and I
It's
know
been such
I
a long time. I don't remember what it
same
was.
same. And so I just thought, man, that's one that I would really like to go over again. So that's what we're going to be doing. But
Okay,
we just,
I just noticed there's something about broken glass on the porch. And I remember
yeah.
my reading, there was something about that.
Oh, wow. So you picked it.
Like there was DNA on the glass,
Ah,
but it
yeah.
was
It was a lamp, glass. You know, over the outdoor lamp light. There was a glass ball around it or something that broke. I
yeah,
know that from the case. So if you pick that up in your reading, that's really,
yeah.
that's, yeah. You
But
you were,
it was destroyed. Or the boyfriend threw it all away and they think they lost evidence there. And
I
I
believe so.
think they're right. Yeah.
Yeah. There was all kinds of, unfortunately, people traipsing, a number of people traipsing through the crime scene, cleaning up. They thought they were helping, but, putting things here and there. And I think it did compromise. There were also uh, phone calls that they were getting that were weird. And
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, and the mother of the friend, and I'm blanking on her name, and I hate to do that, but uh, ended up actually deleting by mistake, not by mistake, but because she thought it was rude. It just thoughtlessness, rather than thinking this could be important. We need to keep this. And so there were unpleasant phone calls that were happening. And I
Yeah.
just wanted to take a look.
It said something about sexual innuendo calls or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. but their clothes and everything was neat in their rooms.
Right.
Purses all there. With a message on the videotape that police didn't were interested, but they said they didn't think it was involved in anything.
Yeah, I disagree. Yeah, I really always disagreed about that.
Please don't say to struggle. No struggle.
But the dog was found in the bathroom, shut up inside the bathroom.
Hmm. Said something about the dog still there. I didn't see that part, but
Mhm.
uh,
I just want to welcome everybody. Thank you. I'm really appreciative of you all showing up. Thank you to our wonderful mods. And hello to Sheila Inquisitive Tarot, Patty Palmer, Sharon Sipe, J Lo, and Greeter TK, Ron Unconditional Love, Sharon Sipe, and Silver. All y'all.
all right, not much else info.
Yes, so Ian McGrath. So the first part of this, we are going to be working on this, and then we'll open it up to questions. So I just ask that you just kind of, hold those questions, which we will get to, for the
Thank you.
second half, so that you understand. All right.
Cheryl.
So we are now going to both try and zone in on it.
And they stayed at the mom's house
Yes.
then because they were staying at someone else, but they ended
There
up.
was a change in plans.
Okay.
There was a change in plans from what I recall of the case, because I mean, this has always been a case that's really stayed with me. They were going to stay over at another friend's house. There were too many people. She had family over.
Right.
So,
Right. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, they went back to Susie's house.
Okay.
So I'm like trying to, what the angle I'd like to go with is like, did they know this person? I always felt like Sharon was the target, but you know,
Suzanne, the daughter, you mean?
no, I think Sharon, the mother, was actually the target, but I could,
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Cheryl. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sensing mom.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
I'm sensing mom. It was mom the target. Oh, I'm going blurry. I'm going to switch my mics. As soon as
You're,
I got the energy of mom coming in, I went blurry.
eh, well, at least you got a little
Yeah.
confirmation. They like to mess with you.
Yeah, that webcam, it's so sensitive with spirit energy.
Oh,
Okay. Let's see. What cards have to say?
it takes me a moment to tune in, so.
Feels like the young girls were collateral damage.
Yeah, that's interesting you say that because I always thought so. I always thought so.
If everything was left there, it was obviously not a heist. To take things.
No, yeah, it was not for the purpose of like you said, robbery. I got to get a different deck of cards for this. I knew that happened. A good thing I got about, I don't know, 1,000 to choose from. But the thing has always been, how did this person get all three of them into another, obviously, other vehicle?
Right. Good help. So I think it feels like they were in in different rooms. So you can strategically take out one at a time.
Within the house, when you say
You're right.
room,
Like one was on the couch, one was in one bedroom, one was another bedroom kind of thing. It
so
feels like
you feel like someone, the person that took control, put them into to like separate them.
I think they were already separated, like sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They did. I don't know. They did say that the girls had looked like they had removed their makeup and would have been settling and then get So that sounds about on point
Yeah. There was the
with
clothes
what.
were supposedly folded.
That's right. They
Yeah.
had washed their faces. They were getting ready to turn in.
Mm.
Their clothes, like I remember the one of the mothers saying that sure her daughter would have just been in a pair of underwear likely and a t-shirt, you know.
Um, yes, again, I had a good day. I got out drove in golf.
Oh,
The young kids can just trust me. It was
weird.
fun. It was fun and draining. Hot.
Scott is just like he is one of the he's got endurance.
Too much.
He,
No,
he does.
not as much as I used to, you know.
Goodness.
Yeah, go, go, go.
We are talking about the case of the Springfield Three. This is a true crime case that we're looking at, just to update you in case you weren't aware. Uh, then we will be taking your questions after we look at this case. Okay? So if you look at the banner, you'll see down below it's scrolling. Wait till the second half of the show and so forth. And yes, happy Father's Day to all fathers out there. Very grateful for you and grateful for all of you tuning in. I hope that you enjoy our entertainment and our efforts on this case of the Springfield Three out of Springfield, Missouri, back in the 80s. It is a cold case.
Huh. Weird.
Okay, I'm getting the Ace of Wands and the Seven of Swords, like someone's dishonest about their actions. Okay, what is that? And Destiny, Wheel of Fortune, and Intensity, Knight of Wands. Hmm.
I wonder.
What do you wonder?
Wondering about the mom. Because I got the magician to start out.
Mm-hmm.
And if and it feels like I wonder if the mom had anything to do with any kind of drugs or the drug dealers or something like that.
Well, she was a hairdresser. She knew, um, and it was in a kind of close community, so she knew a lot of
Local
people.
full on single mother.
Mm-hmm. Now that doesn't mean she didn't know somebody that could have done that's been
Doesn't say
involved.
anything about her personal life or anything like that.
Now, the only interesting thing I found was that her ex husband had run up debts, huge debts, and she was um, trying to get hers separated and out from him. So that was about it. But as far as like she was, said to be fairly well liked.
Mm-hmm.
She did hair, but there's just something. And I've always felt, and more recently when I looked at this case, I know like you're saying, like the last time, like what I did for my channel here. was that she was the target. It was
Yeah.
someone that knew her, the mother. And I agree. I don't think they counted on the daughters being there.
Yeah, because I'm my throw here so far has nothing to do with the daughters. It's some kind. There's some kind of connection to some kind of organization. It's either mob or drug dealing ties.
Mm.
I got the Hierophant and Magician. So,
Mm.
so in this scenario, I'm simultaneously, the magician would be like someone that cooks up something, like meth or makes
Yeah.
marijuana or whatever,
Mm.
or it could be a doctor, someone that can create aspects in all the world, they can
Yes.
do things.
Right.
And then I got temperance and hermit. So it's like the temperance is making me feel like Dr. Feelgood.
Yes.
And then the hermit, they want to be secret.
Yeah, like don't blow my cover.
Right. So I'm thinking she knew something about some kind of person that she might have blown the whistle, or she's seen some kind of thing that she could blow the whistle on. Like maybe she was working, coming out of cosmetology, she's seen a drug deal happening or some kind of event.
Or got to know somebody that who maybe even a client that was getting involved in that. I
Something.
wonder.
I have the Four of Coins, Emperor, and Chariot as the main. So the Emperor is some kind of high authority person that she knew, and this is the person that did the um, dirty deed.
So
Okay,
you
the
don't
four,
believe.
the four of coins is holding on to something, so feeling like she had information on
Yeah.
this Emperor, and then I
An
got
older man.
you're right, noble, established leader,
Yep.
authoritative, and then this Chariot, she was gonna spill the beans on something. She was gonna
Yeah.
take control of the situation. And then we have the imprisonment. This
Yeah.
person's gonna move forward to try to make things better, and then the Ace of Cups to resolve a situation. On the bottom of the deck, I have Death. So this Emperor, the Emperor and Death, that's my two cards I'm going to work off through this reading.
Yep.
This Emperor person, this high authority, and it feels like mafia or some kind of drug dealing thing. I am feeling like she was going to flip on someone. She had info or something like that. And here we go, the Hierophant and King of Wands. I feel like she's going to the government on this person. Oops,
Mm-hmm.
And then that's what happened is this seven
Uh,
of Cups and Wheel of Fortune. They took actions and took care of the situation. So it feels like they needed to remove her for being witness to something. And I'm being shown, and I'm kind of remembering my reading now. I think they were rolled up in like paper or something and took into a dump site, and they were covered in a like a recycling dump.
right.
I think they were buried in that respect.
And that would be also something that someone that has more access to organized crime or people that can do that. I mean, get in there and do that.
Right. If let's say they just knew there was a huge dumpster somewhere that was going to get emptied and just went out and gone. And
Mm.
when those people come out and dump, they're just moving dirt, moving garbage, filling it up.
Yeah.
And if it looks like a rolled up carpet, it just goes in it.
And with my cards, what I'm
Especially back then,
yeah,
it's still different. It was a little
that's
different.
that's that's true. I wonder though with the angle though of the phone calls, this was harassment that was going on. I do think there's some kind of weird connection. I'll look at that in a minute. But I am getting that this is an issue about a victory, somebody feeling like, right, I've made, as you're saying, the balance is now corrected the way I wanted. Somebody felt like they won and that they were recognized, for in some way, some kind of a winning, some sort of, in their mind, a sense of power.
Mm-hmm.
I am getting that. And I get the Queen of Wands. I can't remember. I'll have to look and see what Cheryl's, if she was a fire sign or not. But it may not really even have to do it. It's action. It is action. And I get a King of Cups
Huh.
and a Queen of Pentacles
That
and the Tower
the harassment.
and the Hierophant, just like you.
There we go. Well, you might be picking up on those phone calls because you're kind of talking about it. That might relate to the ex or something, just harassing her.
Yeah. But there is some break, yeah, with that could be the ex, especially Tower and the Hierophant, breakdown of the marriage, maybe, but Seven of Cups, projecting. Somebody's just a sicko.
I had the Seven of Cups too.
And the Six of Cups. So it's somebody connected to her past. I don't know. It's distinctly possible that there could have been more than. I just tend to think. Let me look at. I need clarity. I need clarity for sure, and I also need caffeine.
I'm tossing some cards to get energy about those phone calls. I think it was connected.
Yeah. Now, see, I have always felt that gut wise, but I appreciate your
I
angle.
got the Emperor again, and then I got anxiety, so it feels like they
Aha.
were like pre-warnings. The kind
Yeah.
of like pre-warnings, like you better keep quiet.
Yeah. You know what? I'm agreeing with you. For somebody,
You
their
know, like,
diz was a matter of them winning some sort of keeping power.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that, I mean, can only that, as you with the scenario you're giving as a really good example, I think would fit very well. I never thought of that. So this is
Yeah.
why this is why you have friends that are really good readers, people.
I mean, it helps the cards drop where you're kind of sensing it because I'm like feeling it. I'm like, it's nice the cards that collaborate what your senses are saying.
Yes, because sometimes you feel like, gosh, I know I'm reaching because I don't know, we don't know, we weren't there, and we're
Right.
looking for
A
we're
mystery.
look, yeah. But I personally love doing this because I've always, if I find detective work, that whole thing, the mystery, intriguing, and plus I hate injustice.
Yeah. It's just too bad they won't. I don't think they'll ever get justice because I think
I
they're both.
no. I think the one thing though that for some, I think just if people understand what happened to them, I think somehow that can be very helpful for certain spirits to move on. I don't think it's required because I think, for goodness sake, there's so many things that have happened we don't know about, and that would be a really rigid, stupid rule of the universe. But um, I just feel that some can and some might struggle. I think that even sometimes just, and it might sound crazy, but doing the readings helps to put some kind of, even just a psychic eye, a light on that situation. The Delphi murders. Yes.
Yeah, that was horrible. The Delphi murders.
I'm wondering if they've got the right guy now.
I
I
think that
have. I think they do, gut wise, Scott. I don't know what you were gonna. I think you were gonna say the same thing, and I interrupted
I think
you.
they do. It was, what was it? The man in the picture kind of looks like this Boy Scout leader or whatever,
Mm,
but I was sensing it was his son that did it. But it
okay.
was like, they were part of either the pastor's son, because I was getting a hierophant when I did the reading with them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it was like,
You get that religious feel.
it was a religious feel. They knew the kids, that was someone involved, but it was in within a group, like a school event or some kind of church group or something. But the son or brother or whatever, it was someone to the side, and that's what I was getting. It was that it was the brother or son of the pastor or some Girl Scout group or something like that. Whatever they were in, they knew they were assailant. That's what I was
Hmm.
thinking. But I don't think it was the picture of the person that did it. That was the pastor, that older person, the leader, whatever. But it was actually, I felt, the son or brother to that person.
I see. I haven't. That's interesting. I have no investment because I haven't.
And
I
that,
haven't read enough on this new suspect to form
mm,
an opinion, other than just my. I'm just going on a strictly gut.
yeah.
Um,
Someone sent me a picture
mm-hmm.
of them,
Yes.
and then also there was some captions in it about how that son or brother, whatever it was, um, had a lot of counseling, and
Ah,
he was
counseling the
he was
Hierophant.
a little bit off,
Okay.
So yeah, there's something about admitting something. I don't know. It's been a while since I read it, but I looked at that kid and immediately looked like, yeah, that's him.
That's what I thought. Just
I mean, he's like 35 now or whatever. He's older now, but
for Delphi.
yeah, for Delphi, that one.
Delphi. Did I say it wrong? I know I never know him,
Delphi,
but
Delphi, Indiana. So the Delphi murders. Yeah,
yeah.
I think they got. I think they're onto the right. Just proving it.
I think so too. And I
Yeah,
just
it
there's so
happened. Okay, yeah, that happened in only a few years ago. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, that wasn't that long ago. But I
Okay, so
mean,
he is about 30 or whatever. Okay, yeah.
yeah,
I think they're onto it. I think they'll figure it out. They just got to play, get the right
I think you're right. I think they're
figuring it out.
finally getting a hot trail, as
Yeah.
to finding him. And I was looking at his thing, and I just, like I said, I'm just strictly going on gut because I haven't, and I will. I just haven't gotten to kind of invest more in the time to read about the newer suspect. And yes, we will take questions, but that's going to be in the second. In a second, we're still kind of doing some true crime mode here, and then we'll get to. Oh my god, my neck is really crunchy.
Crack it up.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's like I've got to get that. I've got stenosis in my neck, so it's like
Yeah, it's a bummer.
yeah, it's not the most comfortable. I'm just trying to make sure we've got the stream. There we go. All right, on the other side. So that's my feeling too on Delphi. And well, there's another case that I was wanting to look at. Sometimes I also, another thing that I've been doing is looking at more of the unidentified uh, people and challenging myself to read and see if I can pick up on who they were, that kind of thing. And that's been interesting. Been just taking a look at here. Hello, I want to say hello to all of you. Hello to 31 of you in here. Thank you so much for joining us. We're just kind of looking a little bit at true crime, and we will get to your questions. Um, If you, however, if you do have a true crime question, you can feel free to pop that in there. I'd be willing to look at that with Scott. And that would be good because I like to do different, you know, it's fun. Oh yeah, just it's fun to do. I'm sorry, reading and it's fun to mix it up. I hate to do the same thing every weekend. I get very bored. So
Yeah, the mysteries are challenging. Use your senses and see if you can get images of the person who may have been the
mhm.
culprit or whatnot. But it'd be really cool if these tips can lead to something. But it's so hard with so many people in this world to figure out. Okay, this is the exact person.
Yeah, and you know what? The only thing that I hope to do is that if at the very least it gets people thinking about the case and keeps the case also in the public eye, just circulating. And I think just even in that energy, putting that, I think that there is a positive at the end of the day aspect in trying to send something. I don't know. I think I feel that anyway with cases, and now they are solving a lot of cases. So I feel like this case is one of those that will be solved, and is, as you've said, in the process actually.
Yeah,
I,
I think they're getting close to figuring it out.
okay, I'm just going to take a look. All right.
Staircase. Hi, Geeky Heart.
The staircase.
What is that one?
The staircase murderers. That was I think a yes. We did Cassandra. Yes. Well, we could look at that. The staircase murder was a doctor, I believe, that set up his wife and like said she had to fall down the stairs rather than him
That was a TV
giving her a
movie.
little hand, shall we say. Yeah, it's an interesting case as well. So is the Cassandra Ramirez, and I will ask you. That is a case I did just recently cover, but let's see what you can help if you don't mind, Scott. Let's take a look.
Which one?
I've got it up. Cassandra Ramirez. You can see it on
I'm
across.
going done a reading. I'd like to see a collaboration. San Ramirez.
It is intriguing, and
Oh,
I wouldn't mind your psychic help.
Ramirez.
And thank you for your donations. Thank you, nasty women.
Not too long ago. Three
Yeah.
years? 4 years? 3 years.
Yes.
Thank you, nasty women. That's very kind of you.
And we will do definitely missing women, indigenous women from reservation as well, because I prefer to do those cases. Did I just catch a face?
I seen leaving the Bronx.
Yes, she was in the Bronx. So I'm just going to put, this is what we're covering right now for the moment. And again,
Sister.
thank you all. Mm.
Might be. Not much on that. Just disappeared.
It's very, very scarce. I think the deal was that, from what I come to understand, is that she went, I think it was, I think she went to meet up with an ex, which is never a good idea, people.
Yeah.
Just don't. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not.
And she had a son. Yeah.
Yes. Um, but from what I understand, it was not, the ex was not the father of the son. So, but here's the deal, Ron. Um, the ex claims like he doesn't know what happened, and all of a sudden he disappears, and his phone number, just kind of drops off the face of the earth. So he's basically dropped off. He's hiding. I tend, of course, to think.
Okay. All right. I'll toss some cards and go through. Chromatic Rebel. I did a I did a reading of the Black Dahlia. I got it was a backdoor abortion doctor that killed her. Killed the Black Dahlia.
Well, that sounds definitely possible.
Yeah, it was a. I was getting like she. I don't think she was getting an abortion, but
I think it was someone
I
that
think
had those skills.
someone else is getting an abortion. Someone when she came to the rescue and the doctor that was doing this, he felt like he was a disgraced doctor, like from another hospital that got
Hmm.
booted out for mispractice and malpractice or something. So
Okay.
then he started doing abortions in a backdoor kind of clinic, but it was like something. This Black Dahlia, I can't remember her name, but it felt like me. She's seen some injustice being done or whatever. This other woman was like bleeding or something, and she's like, "Hey, you need to help this woman," and he's kind of like, "Whatever," you know. And he decided to kill her, and then experimented on her and just took this.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's just gross.
Yeah. You can't understand how somebody would ever do something like that. It's shocking.
But I felt like he took pictures, and
Yeah. He
it's like
was.
looked at every
He,
part of the body and chopped her up, but it feels like he just took off, never did it again, but he kept pictures to remind her of how much of a success what he did. So
yeah.
I was getting something about like Oklahoma, like he just went, moved to the middle of nowhere, started a private practice, married, and never did anything bad again.
You think, I don't know. I don't know that somebody that could do something like that wouldn't want to do it again. I think it would be rare. I'm gonna let me. I'm gonna look. I want to look. All right, that gives me some.
That's what I got in the Black Dahlia anyway.
I think that's fascinating. I think that's fascinating. And
I remember
as as
Andrea.
far
I
as,
remember that's how I met Andrea because I seen her do a reading on it, and hers was like 99% the same as mine.
oh wow,
It was like only one thing different, she said, pretty much. And that's how I
okay.
met Andrea.
I want to get together with Andrea too. I catch you guys every so often, and I just like her energy. And well, of course,
Um,
I haven't met her yet, so
uh,
someday.
Patty Palmer's asking if the Black Dahlia was a lady of the evening. She was,
Not,
she was a party girl.
yeah, she okay. She was
She was free
base,
willy. It's like she just had fun. I feel like
and
she did.
she didn't she was often going hungry. So like,
I don't feel like
it,
she was a pro, but
no, no, no.
she would
She would
maybe
like accept a lot of times I dates and stuff just to eat,
right.
but she was said to have actually been a tease or something, that but I don't. I mean, like, what, a dinner? give someone dinner. I mean, I got some feelings about that. That's kind of crazy. But you think that entitles someone to take advantage of you? That's crazy. But
I kind
I
of felt like
think
he had,
people
you know,
people felt like she led men on just to get the free meal, and but I don't think that any of those people that she did that to did this to her. I
right.
think it's like this is not this is like someone like Scott saying that has this really twisted scientific understanding, again, is a twisted medical
Yeah. It felt like
freak.
he was kind of angry. Or
Very, I think,
he was angry. I think
misogynist.
he was mainly angry because he got fired. And that's I was sensing like he got fired from those malpractice or something, or doing something wrong,
Hmm.
and he was, I don't know, like upset, and he took it out on her, or was afraid of
I believe that.
getting caught again of a bad abortion he was doing or something. Because the scenario they showed me was like someone else was coming out, she was coming to the rescue, and then he took her and decided to do whatever.
Yep.
Hogan's hero murdered best friend with video salesman tried.
Yep.
Yeah, Andrew and I his his death. Can't remember right offhand, but yeah, we did a mystery theater on his death. Um, he was murdered. His best friend, the video sales.
Yeah, I remember that now. I
Yeah,
followed that. Okay, so I thought
hard
that
hard
guy.
to remember every one of
Yeah, I know, right? But I thought that guy got in trouble for it, and here they're saying no, he was tried and acquitted for his death. The murderer has never been caught.
them. Right. Yeah, I love Bob Crane. We're in Hogan's Heroes, but
Oh yeah, I used to watch that.
all right. We were looking at Cassandra first.
Yes.
Cassandra Ramirez. Okay.
So let me just pop us. I'm gonna.
Uh, oh lordy.
Yeah.
So who Jr. did the reading?
JR's
JR
question.
did,
Yeah,
did the
I
reading.
popped it back up here,
Okay.
and I will be pulling some cards as well just to see. My point of view is like is I'd like to know if like her body would be recovered. Um, as you said, I don't know that ever justice will ever be served, but I hope for that. So I just want to check in on that. Hmm.
Bob Crane. Oh yeah, I remember. I think it was a mob hit with Bob Crane, or with the um, production company or something. It was
Oh, what?
wasn't
Really?
he,
That's fascinating.
wasn't he possibly gay too or something?
He was very sexual, so.
Yeah, it was some kind of, yeah. I think I had. There was actually two guys. There was another. We did another reading, and it felt like an actor from back then. There was some kind of mob or that did it. I don't think it was a photographer.
Wow.
Okay. Uh,
Now, let's see here.
yeah.
I think there's. Well,
Uh,
I feel like I've got makeup in my eye. Oh, got it. And hello. Hello to all of you. I'm so glad you are here.
Cassandra. Okay. I think Cassandra was traffic. I don't think she's dead.
You don't think so?
No. I got the
Okay.
movement card and taken and lost not her life, but heartbreak. King of Cups and Three of Wands, that's taken away. Heartbreak from the loss. Here's an organization, Wheel of Fortune movement, partnerships, teamwork, Two of Wands taken somewhere. I
Hmm.
have nothing, none of the cards throws. Here's like a whole bunch of people. Traffic
Yes.
goods. The Nine of Cups is like a party time. I think she was trafficked. She looked like she was a cute young woman.
Yes.
Um, Also, I got the Six of Cups. That's your kids looking to the past. It's also children. Six of Coins, assistance, payment for things, burdened. Ten of Wands. I think she was taken away somewhere to be trafficked. I don't see it. I don't sense a passing of her. I think she's gone somewhere.
That's interesting. I felt like she had, but
I mean, I could.
I am
I'll,
hoping to God that I am wrong.
I'll toss again to see if she's passed, but I don't sense she's passed because I don't sense at
And
three years. At
I'll
three
toss
years, at 3 years, I would sense her energy of being passed or not, and I'm not sensing it passed.
okay.
I'm gonna toss some cards to see if I'm wrong.
I could definitely be off.
Maybe I'm wrong. But my cards laid out show traffic, not death.
And seeing your cards, I agree with you. And maybe it could be that I just felt that basically she
Okay.
wasn't a living,
I
I
got
don't know.
I got no people cards in my throw except for maybe a group. Knight of Wands was in there, and the King of Cups. So that's not boyfriend. JR was asking about ex boyfriend.
Yeah, because
So
it was the ex-boyfriend that that was last supposedly to have seen her. Okay, I'm getting the 5 of Cups and the Page of Cups.
that's an offer.
Mm.
Loss of security, loss of life, loss of the current, and then Page of Cups will be an offer to someone, something new.
Mm. And the 2 of Pentacles and 3 of Cups with that. There's an exchange. It feels like, and I get this sense here of some ring or circle, so that's different. But would her boyfriend, who did this? She was going to meet him.
Right.
Okay. Oh,
Um, JR, was that boyfriend ever found, or you know anything about him? 'Cause I don't sense he was involved, but
he went accordingly. He went off the radar. Like I said, they dropped out of sight, and I think,
he dropped out of sight too, supposedly.
yeah, the
Weird.
ex, yeah. And I'm getting like the Devil and the 5 of Pentacles. Uh,
Okay, what happened?
and the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Swords. And that's a lot of
That
misery.
that kind of makes sense, JR, now because I didn't show my cards because I'm like, this makes no sense to me.
Ah,
But I got the Ten of Pentacles and the Fool, and then to the Emperor.
ah, okay.
Paid. He's got a new journey. He got abundance, new journey to an emperor. That could be right. That maybe the ex-boyfriend sold her.
That could be very true, because I just saw, well, with mine, the exchange, what felt like to me, and being someone being passed around as possible. You can see that.
You know, if he got 20 grand or whatever, he could take off somewhere, maybe, whatever.
yeah, well, yeah. So here's that movement, and to me, uh, exchange of something that's linked to like a group. I'm not clear on it. And I can't tell whether that is like, oh, what do you call that? This just is, I just had a sense of that, like, she is not, maybe she's just so disassociated. Her energy just felt so low.
Well, they could. A lot of times you see stories about their drug.
That's what I was just going to say.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember,
You know,
but yeah, so it's hard to detect. And that, you're right, that will definitely lower that energy, because they're putting people into a very placid state so they can't resist.
hmm. I tossed a few more cards on the boyfriend. He's still in hiding.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I do.
Oh,
I do have the greed here with the devil, 7 of Cups, Hermit, Tower, 4 of Swords. These are all
oh, yeah.
hiding type cards. Worry. He actually, they may have found him too, kind of thing, with that tower thrown in there. May have
Oh,
done the deal, but then like, sorry, buddy, you ain't getting that money.
oh,
Because then I have judgment and some actions taken.
wow.
So he might not be in this world. It may have been the intent, but if he's missing an action, that's like
And yeah, he
you're,
says,
you're,
saying he was questioned the by the police. After he was questioned by the police, he vanished. He told people that the police were looking for him, but the police stated there are no warrants out for his arrest.
well, then why did he disappear?
Hmm.
Um, yeah, something happened there.
Yeah,
would
I
be,
mean,
I'd be wondering if he didn't meet a tower moment after the fact here,
that's what I'm. Yeah, let's take a look. I'm gonna look with you. I have.
because he's got all bad cards. I was just asking about him in the situation. I didn't ask to be passed, or
In danger. The subject of the conversation, Rhonda, is the boyfriend. We are looking at the boyfriend of Cassandra Ramirez, who is a cold case, um, out of the Bronx, but fairly recent, not that long ago. Young lady.
3 years ago, young son.
Yeah, and we're just trying to see if we can pick up. Well, we're picking up some stuff, and it's interesting. Um, so let me just try to focus in on the father. Not the father. I'm sorry. The ex-boyfriend. What do I feel about him? What do I get? Can you show me? I get a King of Wands and an Eight of Pentacles. And Queen of Cups. Wonder if that's her. And that disassociation with the Four of Cups. I think you're right. I think it's like this could be definitely using her in some means to earn money. Whoever this man is, But I mean, I'm looking at the X.
Hmm.
Hmm.
No, no, it's not.
Five of Swords and then the Tower. I think you're right. I think he did that. Yeah. When I look further with these cards to him, Chariot. Ooh, and the Page of Swords. I feel like something maybe about a vehicle
I
too.
know. I got the
Did,
chariot too.
and that's right next to the tower. So you know, it's making me feel like auto something maybe wreck, something wreckage, or that he met his end in a car. Maybe. Let me see how I lay that out.
Okay, I don't think he's gone either. I was trying to get in his energy, and I see an aura yet, but he's either in hiding or something. There is fear there.
Definitely. Maybe he's fearful.
It's like if he shows himself, he feels like he could get whacked, kind of thing. Because Eight of Swords, self imprisonment, whatever, hiding, and that Page of Wands, it's like he knows something. The Page of Wands was also my other throw for him.
Hmm.
Then I have a King of Wands on him, and
I have a King of Wands on him too.
there is
Yeah.
something about money again and assistance. Now it's the loans or the assistance card,
Or someone helping him.
or helping with money or something,
I think he's probably got family helping
but he's
him.
also afraid here with the Seven of Wands. That's the confusion. To there's the fear card, the Seven of Wands, and then
Well, you
later I have the Chariots,
yeah.
but I do have the Sun also, and some
So there's
embattling cards. So he may come clean at some point, maybe.
mm-hmm.
But it feels like he's hiding it or some reason.
Yeah, I see what you mean because now I'm pulling the Six of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. That is making me feel like the whole thing that you're saying about him not feeling safe and uh, or something along these lines, that could have there could be something along that because this means things, you know, getting to where somebody would feel more comfortable, maybe an environment where they feel like they could say something, um, or if you know maybe somebody will spill the beans if he's involved on him because I do get the Knight of Pentacles. This makes me feel like it's somebody that's he could be the Knight of Pentacles for all I know. A young person. What is this? There's some deceit though. Ooh, yeah. That a lie that causes a great deal of ruin here connected to him. Some deceit, something he's being deceitful about. I do get that. Hmm. And I do feel like he does get some assistance, but I feel like you're right. I feel like he's on the road, and that's yeah, that's that deceit. But I think he's going to get tired of that, and I think you're right. I think he could say enough of it, you know, and maybe come forward.
Yeah, it feels something like that.
But the problem here, though, I get with him is the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. He very much loves his freedom and his enjoyments, and I think this is could be drugs of recreation. And I don't think he's keen to lose that kind of freedom. The devil and the Six of Pentacles. So there is again something about, I think you're right, like some angle that's
I don't know.
just really corrupt. And you,
Yeah,
I feel like drugs, I feel like money. Like these are dangerous people.
just feels like. I think that's why he's scared. Why he's in
Mm,
hiding. I mean, he didn't. He might lose his life, kind of thing. When then we had COVID, so it was an easy hideout there, I guess.
mm.
Someone had help in him, but
And then I'm getting cards about the child, her child. Got to fix my ear.
mm,
They always get to me after a little while. There we go. Oh, he has a big family and a lot of loyalty. Yeah.
okay, something there.
I just feel like his family have been supporting him as they can, but I do feel like eh, there's going to be some change coming in because I do see justice in the Ace of Wands, and I do see justice finding him, I think. Yes. I definitely think that's possible. It's kind of murky though, and I think this man uses a lot of mm, uh, recreational stuff, and he's got a very hostile attitude here. I think his mother. I get the Empress and the Five of Wands here. I think his mother is really um, the main one that is make as far as this ex-boyfriend is concerned, who is making sure that he is looked after, which makes sense to me.
Hmm.
I think she might be
Big family and money or loyalty.
yeah.
I was trying to figure out with the. I'm not great with the kipper, but I tossed some kipper, and I did have the privileged lady.
Oh
So that could be a mom that you're getting.
yes.
Um, I got him and Cassandra. There was courtship, but then there was this change. And then in comes the privileged lady.
I think that's the mom. Yeah.
Yeah. I do have the family room here, but I had that journey and false person. And I did have justification here with court or something. There's something coming back.
Some things you
Judicial, like
yeah.
justice, things changing at some point.
So maybe he would oh, here he says JR says he is an interesting character. His family is well off, but he hangs out in bad neighborhoods.
Hmm.
So why is he hanging out in bad neighborhoods? Probably for drug access or to sell drugs, perhaps. Both. I really feel like this is somebody that's involved in substance, and I do think that he is connected to her, whatever has happened with her. And as Scott said, she may have been trafficked. But I I'm going to see if I can't tap into her energy. Her energy level just does not feel to me but it could be drugs.
Right. You only have the certain scenarios:
Mhm.
accidental death, murder, tra-
Right.
trafficked, or ran away. It's basically four options.
Yes. Well, I get the hermit and death for her.
Hmm.
Let me see. And the nine of cups and the world. So I just, no. I almost wonder if that is not like through the use of a drug. I'm thinking there is something happening with my one of my children here. I might have to close off, you guys. I hate to do this, but I can hear some kind of chaos in my house again. Hopefully.
This our movement. Okay.
That family is being watched. Yeah, I'm sure they are. Will she be found? I really don't know. I
According to my toss, the boyfriend, ex, or whatever, might come clean at some point.
mm-hmm.
Okay. I tossed again on her situation. I got a Queen of Swords. So she's being watched by a Queen of Swords. The moon, so it does feel like she's drugged or not all in her brain, whatever. She Four of Coins, that's holding on tight, so she's there. I think she's used for love interest with Knight of Coins,
Yeah.
Cups. The lover is awful came in. It was movement again, and then we have Seven of Wands again with the confusion, the bad people kind of thing. I have the Tower of her life. A lot of confusion with the Five of Wands.
Mm.
Death didn't come up, and feelings of death.
Mm-hmm.
Only confusion in her mind, like she might be drugged or something.
And kind of fuzzy. Um,
The Five of Wands is feeling like a fuzzy type thing of energy too.
oh yeah, that would feel like well, distraction. Like you just can't. One thought would interrupt another thought. Would you know? To me.
Like the Hermit always comes up to me. Like I think you said you dropped the Hermit.
Yeah, I got the hermit and death.
The
So
Hermit. I've seen the Hermit in scenarios give me the vision of like being kept in a room or kept locked up.
yeah,
You're distance yourself, but usually it's an emotional card. So she could be emotionally distanced from herself at that point.
yeah, because that's what I was saying.
A death.
It could just be that she is so disconnected that it feels like that.
You
But I did get death, and so I tend to feel like at least more of her is kind of checked out than checked in, as you were saying that
know,
that if she is here, I feel like it it's not very strongly.
Tough case.
It is. I appreciate.
Who did Sheila read on?
She says I read
Yeah.
on her on Friday.
Who'd you read on, Dub? Who'd you read on Friday?
She's probably referring to
Where do
because
you see her? Close to New York. No. At 3 of Wands, I got distance. Oh,
yeah.
she's read on the same person Friday. Ah. I missed that one.
Hmm.
I don't think she's in New York.
Let me see what I get. Cassandra. Okay, let's see. I get Ace of Swords. Something is going to be definitely and Two of Cups. Three of Pentacles and the Hierophant.
Okay. Sheila thought inconclusive, but she felt the ex-boyfriend involved.
Yeah. Oh, definitely, without question. I feel like anyway. I should say. Um,
I'm feeling like a few states south.
that would make sense.
Not
I'm.
not like Georgia or Florida, but like just above
Mhm.
whatever's up there. But
Like up, it's still in the Northeast United
kind of,
States.
kind of like Richmond, Virginia, maybe, or
Hmm.
South Carolina, North Carolina. You know,
I feel like okay. With the Ace of Swords, I'm feeling like it's a distinct location. The Two of Cups, it would have some kind of significance to them both, I would think, or in their relationship, maybe even. Um, and with the Three of Pentacles, because I'm asking, like, where would her, there's something of a placement. I don't know. There could be a school, could be a church with that Hierophant, because that's more of a, even possibly like a churchyard. But with that Three of Pentacles, I think this young man's definitely had help to put her wherever he's placed her. And hmm, it is a there's a place, this I think this place has a certain meaning. Definitely. I think he had help. But I feel that also maybe with that Three of Pentacles, there could be three states I feel like he could orbit. Let me just see about that. Gets a sense of strength. Ace of Wands. He likes to keep moving. Ten of Cups. Yeah. Ace of Cups. His family, I think, really sustain him. And I think he's, that's what I get. And as far as her, I think I she might get moved around if she's drugged in a drug state. But she
J-Lo
might.
still
I
getting.
I think she could be found. I do. Let me just get another look. Let me just make that the question. She be found?
I got some positive cards
Good.
for her being found. I mean, there's been a lot of great movement lately on finding trafficking and everything.
Yeah, there has been. Oh, look at
A lot of
this.
busts. There was a bunch of busts in Ohio and other places lately.
I
Because
think you're right.
I
Look.
got the Sun and Judgment.
Oh, wow.
Ace of Cups is good on the devil.
Mm-hmm.
So I got movement with eight of wands here on it. In the beginning, I had it's like the FBI and good guys know something. That Knight of Wands and Wheel of Fortune to start. So it's like a continuing progress on these trafficking groups and whatnot.
Mm.
Continued continued progress. Eight of Wands or coins. Continued progress on it. It's a couple times that Sun came out. Good
So,
conclusion.
yeah, so it's like exposure. And what I just got, which makes a lot of sense with what you were just talking about, is the devil and the Ten of Pentacles. You know, trafficking, making money off people's misery. Stupid thing. And then I got, again, the Hermit and Temperance. So I think under the right circumstances that things line up that she could be found. Um, Ten of Cups and Nine of Cups. So yeah, she could be, I think. And I'll just put it out there and I'll end it with that.
When we heard about those all these bad groups getting that app and that those secret phones, the Anon whatever,
Oh.
it was like those 20,000 whatever phones, that special decrypted app that the FBI
Oh my,
made.
yes.
So those are all turned in. They know everything, and so that's worldwide conspiracy. And I'm sure there was some traffickers and whatnot using those things.
Oh yeah, that's right. And that was quite a novel idea.
It was quite. Like what I read is that they busted some guy for doing something. They said, "Okay, you get out of this. You create this app for us."
Yeah, that's correct. And they even told them something like you can uh, basically, just say what you're going to do, and they won't, be able to, like, it'll be protected. And so these guys were just straight out, I think, saying, what they were going to be doing, and
Yeah,
man,
what a deal! It's too bad
they
it probably won't happen again. The
right, right.
bad
It's
guys are going to be a little more suspicious.
I think that's why they waited until they really, really, really got a strong, I think, kind of a sense of grabbing that whole network. That because I think they tried to wait till the right moment to start railing them in. Oh my God,
Jeez, can you imagine 20,000 criminals? All the information they got.
that is going to take some time. That's amazing. That
Well,
is
I
amazing.
guess what I read, the only reason it ended because the contract ended with the Australia or whoever's collecting the data.
Oh, it figures it would be, another country other than ours.
Yeah, I guess it originated out of Australia, I guess. So
Well, it was a darn good idea.
now we got to wonder how much of our government had those things
Oh, yeah,
from the
I
last administration.
I think so too.
It's like 45 had those meetings with those Putin's cabinet, whatever. It's like, here you go,
Yeah,
communicate with me. Because it felt like 45 had like a burner phone or something, with a direct line to the,
I think he did. I always felt like he did.
so maybe that was what I was saying, this special phone, or whatever.
Oh my God. I don't know. Should we take some questions now from the folks now that we are at an hour and 20 minutes in? We'll
Jeez,
take,
already.
yeah, I know it flies by. And we'll go ahead and do that. So if you guys had questions, okay, Patty Palmer pops up with any message from spirit guides. Names. I think I know the names of two. Oh, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I will
Spirit,
be,
yeah, spirit guide names are really hard because I
yeah,
think I think they're the names are special to you. Because in my mind, what I see is that guides are split entities of God to help you.
yes.
So they don't come down with names; they're just spirits that guide you. So they are more relationship to you. They will be look to you however you want them to look, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just the matter of whether they're male or female energy. So, Patty, if you've seen them as your childhood guides, yes, just go with that. Okay. What do the guides have to say?
Sorry, I am dealing with family issues.
Do you see Patty Palmer just wants a message from her guides?
Mm-hmm.
You still got the indigenous woman up.
Yeah. Uh, I just had a problem with one of my kids, so I had to pop
Yeah.
out for a second. Let's see, where was it? Patty Palmer guides.
Thank
There
you,
we go.
thank you, Anne, for the Father's Day wish.
And Christine Raposa, I will be doing more cases, more videos on Indigenous women. Uh, I definitely am due for more videos on that, and I do enjoy making them. I That's definitely on my to-do list. I haven't got a case right now here before me for that, but I just want to say I will be covering that more.
Those just feel horrible too. It feels racist.
Yeah, a lot of it is racist.
Traffic.
Absolutely. A lot of trafficking and just, hardship, you know. Um, let's see. So I'm just going to focus. I'm going to go down. Let's see, take another question. I'll take Tara's question here. Sorry if I'm a bit all over the place. I'm going to be wrapping this up shortly because I have to deal with family issues, it sounds like. Okay, can you tell me if my husband committed suicide or was murdered? His name was Lance. All right, I'll do my best. Tara S. And thank you so much.
Hmm. Well, I just tossed for Patty Palmer quick there. Message.
Yes, go ahead.
Um, I'm getting celebrations, family coming together, 3-3, and the Ten of Cups family. Make steady progress, help from your husband, and I think your move is going to come because you were talking about um, maybe getting a new home or something. And the Ten of Cups is a new home,
Yeah,
movement,
family.
a lot of family here. Steady progress with family, a lot of celebrations coming in. The things are looking up for you. Make progress on that new home I think you were talking about. Okay.
And this is Tara. Can you tell me if my husband committed suicide or was murdered? His name was Lance.
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 Gosh, that's horrible.
Yes, I'm so
And you
sorry.
don't even know the truth.
Yeah. I'm getting that something here was held back with the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups, and it there's I don't feel like that's clarity. I feel like there is there is somebody that is trying to protect. I feel like themselves, what they have. Definitely. Let me just get the other two are, and I get an older male with the Two of Pentacles up and down. He may have, been uh, having some problems,
Do you
but I'm not getting.
do you know how he passed, Tara? If you don't mind, if it's just out. Some reason I was shown a knife. So I don't know if he was stabbed or he committed suicide supposedly with a knife. If you could, I just want to make sure I'm on the right path here. I do sense he's kind of giving me the feeling like no, I would not commit suicide.
Yeah, I don't think he did either. Um, I'm getting that there's an older man, okay, involved in this and connected to the justice system. And there might be a connection here with King of Cups
Instead, he hung himself.
and the devil. Um, I'm feeling like,
Oh, I think it was a metaphor. I'm sorry. I think the knife was stabbed in the back, kind of thing. A
hmm,
metaphor, because he was sensing to me, no, I would not kill myself. I was stabbed in the back. That's what it means. Okay, I'm sorry to I interrupted you.
that's right. Um, so what I'm getting here is when I just look at the row of cards here, I feel like he's withholding, and I don't know if there is there if there's it does feel like drugs. There's something or an altered state of mind because it's in there with the devil. There is something that's connected, and that King of Cups. It just with the Emperor and Justice and the King of Cups and the Devil. It just makes me feel that somebody may have been able to get away with changing some things around.
Yeah, um,
I definitely see somebody in there switching some. I don't know if messing with the scene or
okay.
go
You got
ahead.
here's the stab in the back. I got this King of Swords, and then Lovers in the Tower. I'm feeling like Lance knew something about this other person, and it had to do with maybe cheating or some other effect to another life. He didn't want to have this tower moment on this person's life, this other man. So this other guy, I think, killed him, make it look like a suicide, so he wouldn't spill the beans on maybe his family or some kind of cheating event.
Yeah,
So I wonder if that makes sense.
because there's
You know,
definitely,
the lovers can mean, just the love of greed or a business, like you said, but there's some kind of exposure I think Lance is gonna.
yeah, deceit over money.
Yeah,
Deceit over money. I really don't see anything here that would are the kind of cards that make me see somebody that looks like they are going to commit suicide. Uh, uh, you know, these are not. These look like somebody
broke the
setting
line.
it up,
Yeah, yeah.
and it looks like there's a connection to somebody and where money and drugs or some kind of vice, because the devil is concerned, are involved.
Wow.
So yeah, lots of money, millions. That makes sense. And especially with the emperor,
I had that.
because
Yeah.
yes, and you get the same card, and we're getting the same cards. That's well, we know we're tracking. Um,
I'm not getting like a lot of money cards like it was a business deal. It almost feel I don't know. I got the Queen of Cups, but it feels more like a romance that it could have been romancing within business too. But it's not showing me, at least in my drop, of well, I do have future money here. The Queen of
well,
or the Eight of Pentacles. I have future money. The potential of future money. Lance may have known something about some kind of deal or something that would affect the outcome. Something like that. But yeah, I definitely
yeah, and with that Ace of Pentacles, that's a beginning. You know, as well. It would lead potentially to more.
okay. Yep.
Oh, yep, was.
Tarot's feeling like
Yeah. And J Lo is saying that as well. And thank you. It is for entertainment purposes only.
wow.
And yeah, I just to round this off, and with this question, I'm going to probably have to end out because I have to attend to my family. But um, I do not see the cards of somebody committing suicide here. So,
No,
not at all. Uh,
especially hung. I'm if he hung
yeah.
himself, I'm sure I would have got the hangman.
Yeah. I get that too. Where, when I look at cases and I got nothing like that. I'm,
Oh man,
yeah.
Houston is so corrupt. Oh,
I think every big city, has just got that underside that's,
but just stay away from that man.
oh, yeah.
Okay, well, it's been quite a few years, but ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yep. So,
It's an interesting few readings, that's for sure. But it's too bad you got to take off, but you got to deal with family. It happens.
yes, I do. And I'm none too happy. Watch me get off. And then they're like,
Everything's cool.
yeah, well, for the moment,
Really?
But if that's the case,
Well, thank you for your help, JLo. And
yes,
everyone else that tossed a few cards and gave input. That always helps too.
I love that because you get more than one person's confirmation, and it just really, really,
Especially when you get like three or four or whatever, like even
yeah.
the, even the chat and like, oh, privileged lady keeps coming up, privileged lady,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever it may be.
Exactly. Oh, Connie Brown says, thank you, Scott and Black Cat Tarot. You two are the bomb. Happy Father's Day to all the dads and moms doing double duty and fur daddies
Bless you, Connie.
and taco
Privileged lady.
daddies.
And trying to stay cool down there in Arizona.
Oh my goodness, yes. You're
You're
all
you're in a cool zone or are you in the warm zone? San Fran cool or warm?
cool.
It's
It's
cooler.
it's it's pretty temperate. Like right now, it's just like perfect, but it's the ocean air. The water's not warm,
Okay.
so um, but it's a dry. It'll be a drier heat. We don't have the hot and humid, but it's deceiving. You'll burn yourself to a crisp because you feel relatively comfortable until you realize you're on fire.
107.
107.
Yeah.
I Oh, Tara says everything you said made so much sense. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. This will help my kids a lot. We are honored to be able to help in any way. And that's why I'm willing to look at these cases because I think it's worth if I can bring a little bit of something, and I think that that's immense. So I'm happy to do it.
Yeah.
I'm so I'll pop off and I'll find out what the heck happened to my family. And then thank you guys for being so understanding. Um, have a lot of drama here sometimes. And I will be maybe coming back on if things are cool. If not, I might be a little busy. So I'm glad that you all are so understanding because I was really going to enjoy this. And once again, my family has affected the situation. But what are you going to do? I
Things
mean,
happen.
yeah,
We had some good readings though. It's been an hour and a half or so, right? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And I love getting some time to spend with you, Scott. And I definitely hope to be invited to the man cave someday.
Like I said, Danny's in charge of the man cave.
Is he?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll have to butter
I'll
him
put
up.
a little wink in his ear.
All right, because that would be
There's a
fun.
lot of ladies that want to jump in the man cave, Danny.
Yeah, we do. Who wants to? What's it like in here?
I think
What's
he,
going on?
I think Danny's doing a lot of camping until July, so
Lucky. Always. That's so healthy.
he's
That's so
going to be a
cool.
busy boy for a while camping, but I think stuff more is going to come back in July after July. So,
Okay.
all
We'll
right.
have to see. Oh, I tell you. And I
Yeah,
I
thank
think
you. I don't sense Cassandra's past, so I pray there's hope yet. Yeah,
I think that there's still hope yet, but I her energy is just I think she's
it
just
is
so
weak.
checked out.
It is weak.
Yeah.
If I'm not feeling it sent completely, I always try like, okay, my guides show me their aura. If it's completely black, yeah, they're gone.
You know what? Maybe I should try that.
It's like just show me their aura, and
Yes.
I see red. It's dark, but there is red around it, so it means there's still life and there's still hope.
Mm.
It is dark. Darkness could be in a bad way, or darkness is you're an evil person. you know,
Yes. But then
if,
there's that.
if it's all dark, that means there's nothing. The soul has left the body to me. If it's all dark,
Right. So we've stopped taking questions for right now, okay, guys? Because I unfortunately I have to get off here. Just kind of like not trying to stay here as long as I can because I dread getting off to find out what's up with my family. But
yeah.
I've got to check in, and I have to make sure that I'm updated. So thank you guys so much, and I will be getting back to you. If not tonight, then another time. And thank you so much. Thank you, Scott.
You bet,
Thank
honey.
you,
It's
and
been
thank
good.
you. All right,
Love.
love. Thank you. And I'm gonna send out some Reiki to everyone, to Scott especially,
Okay.
who does double duty.
There you go. But
All right.
Tara can use some.
It's
Healer
all
family.
all right, Joe.
Lance loved his family.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
No worries, guys.
All right.
Thank you so much. Take care.